So, lifelong learning, a lifelong commitment. The idea of this presentation is clearly showing to each and every one of you that it is important that lifelong learning is really a lifelong commitment, and it is a key cornerstone of company transformations. And we in the process of developing an AI-driven, artificial intelligence-driven digital academy to support this lifelong learning. Now, it is a long-term commitment, a learning journey. I consider it a relationship, whereas individual trainings, more than in a relationship, they are like one-night stands. Now, lifelong learning, that is a real commitment. It's like a marriage with all its ecosystem of engagements and consequences. And sometimes it's not easy. We struggle to find the right path, but we seek guidance. And I don't know what your experience is, but I find that the best guidance, the best advice comes from the people that have actually lived through it. So it's important we build upon feedback from the others. And that's what we are aiming for also within our platform. It's not about having a series of one-night stands, a number of individual trainings, but I mean really have a path of learning journeys, lifelong learning, and make it fit into your personal endeavors, but also the endeavors of your team, the challenges of your team, and also the challenges and the strategy of your company. So lifelong learning is more than a series of individual trainings. Just like you adapt your way of living to the partner's cooking habits, to your mother-in-law maybe, or holiday preferences, your financial status, your lifelong learning must be adapted and tailored to your personal challenges, but also to the goals from your team and your company. And the rule is adapt your learning to these expectations, but never adapt the goals to the learnings available at a certain point in time. So your expectations and those of your team and your company precede to to the fact that you have learnings available or not. Now, what you learn should be in line with the overall expectations of your company. The company sets an overall strategy, which translates into a number of common and individual targets. And that is not different than in a family. Again, where you build upon a common future set together with your partner. You want to build a house, you want to have a bunch of children, you want to have a cat maybe, or a dog, and maybe a swimming pool or some trips in faraway countries. And to reach all of these goals, a number of steps have to be taken. And it helps if someone is supporting you in getting the necessary focus. So showing you how to walk the right path and avoid detours. And within a family, everyone takes his share of the work to be done. Someone does the cooking, someone does the laundry, someone does the cleaning. And if for some reason your partner would not be able to do the laundry at a certain point in time, then you take over. You know also how to do the laundry. Maybe not as good as your partner, but the temperature of the washing machine might be a bit too hot or too cold, but in the end, the laundry gets done. That's also true within a team. Everyone in the team has a job. Take, for instance, an IT team. Someone does analysis, someone else develops the solution, and still another one does testing. But if the tester is having too much to do, then the others can help him in doing his job. They know how to test, maybe not as good as the other, but at least the work gets done. Teams which are multidisciplined and teams which are T-shaped oil the machine and keeps it going. And so lifelong learning with clear goals and expectations helps you in supporting your team. And finally, at a personal level, you also have your ambitions, and you reach them by investing in yourself. That's both through in your relationship, but also in your work environment. Now, it's not always easy to bring these three dimensions together. A company has targets, a team has expectations, and yourself, you have your ambitions. Comes in the digital platform. Within the context of lifelong learning, we have the intent, because we are in the creation phase, we have the intent to deliver a platform which will help your company, your team, and yourself to come up with the most appropriate learning journeys to be able to reach these targets, expectations, and ambitions. Here under, you see the data sources. We feed the platform with your personal data, your skills, your competencies, but also your ambitions, the ambitions of the team, the expectations of the team, and the company targets, and also the limits of what is possible. Take a company that wants to move its IT to the cloud. Now, it cannot train its employees all at the same moment. There are budget restrictions, but also availability restrictions, etc. Then we should be trained, and who should not be trained? Based on these insights which are gathered, our AI engine delivers the most appropriate solution to the problem, taking into account all of the above. See it like a marriage counselor that helps you when things are getting tough. So, gathering data from individual people and showing what are the skills, what are the competencies of these people, bringing those together with a company strategy, with a team expectation list, and with your personal endeavors, formed within an overview of expectations. These are both brought together. So you have a target you want to reach on the one hand, and you have the input of where you stand today, you and your colleagues stand today. We bring those together and we come up with the most appropriate path to go from status of today towards a target status in the digital cockpit, in the digital platform. So driven within the digital cockpit where you find the AI ML routines. Now, to go from step A to step B, being the target, of course, there is a learning path to be developed. That learning path gets developed in or through the AI ML modules and is then fed back into the Digital Academy. The Digital Academy in itself, we currently focus on customer culture and customer experience and on company-wide business agility and digital transformations. That is our current target because as DigitalScaler, that is also where we put our focus. We accompany other companies within their digital transformation. So our AI engine creates the most appropriate learning journeys, and our Digital Academy contains the learning artifacts to get there. And like within a long relationship, sometimes we need to experiment to get the boredom out. No more one-night stands, but imagine you can have daily one-night stands with your partner. That's what bite-sized learning is about. Different ways to introduce a topic and having fun while learning. Gamified. We develop the path to your individual, your team, and your company goals, and you invest in your lifelong learning, gradually reaching the goals that were set. So as you might have understood, as DigitalScaler, we want to help our customers to become end-to-end agile and customer-centric, but we do that not only via our smart digital platform, we also deliver consultancy services to help companies reaching their targets, and we run 2 types of traineeships where we help talents to become your human capital of the future. And in the Digitizer program, we focus on new talents, where the DigiTalent program focuses on talent already working in the company. And of course, our Digital Academy and soon to be smart digital platform helps us also in reaching our goal, being your preferred partner in your transformation. And that's it, mainly. So the idea, you can find my contact details over here. It was a short presentation because I wanted to give you the opportunity also to ask further questions, to fully give more explanation where needed towards each and everyone having those questions. Also, my contact details are in the presentation. I am also on LinkedIn if there are questions which cannot be answered still today. Thank you.